So just beginning practice today in a comfortable position on your spine. So using the bolster, just having it at your low back and leaning all the way back so your entire spine is supported, including your head. And just let your legs lie long on the mat. Just adjust as needed, and then allow your arms to drape open by your sides, opening up through that heart space. And then wherever you're at, wherever you've landed today, just start to drop into that natural breathing pattern in and out of your nose. Observing without judgment the quality of your breath. Is it shallow? Is it deep? And then becoming acquainted to your breath moving in and out of your body. Feeling the rise and the fall of your belly. The expansion and contraction of your rib cage. And maybe the difference in temperature between inhale and exhale on the tip of your nose. Just using all these subtle movements and sensations of your body to ground you deeper into this moment. With each exhale, melt deeper into your bolster, into the foam of your mat. Letting go of the day, of the stress. Whatever you brought on to your mat today, just begin to let that go. And to allow yourself to fully arrive, mind, body, spirit, here on your mat. This next hour is for you. Breathe in here. And then we'll bring our attention to our physical body, the physical space in which we occupy. And moving through our entire body, we'll just begin to take inventory of how we're feeling physically in this moment. So starting from the crown of the head, bring your undivided awareness there. And then moving our awareness down our chin, then down our neck to our shoulders, down our arms to our elbows, across our forearms to our wrists, across the palms, to each individual fingertip. Noticing those areas where you're holding some tension or tightness. And also noticing those areas that are feeling particularly good today. And then moving your awareness down your rib cage to your belly button. Then down to your hips. Exhaling some of that tension away. And inhaling more ease, more free flow, more light, more of what you'd like to cultivate throughout the rest of your practice. And then moving our awareness down our thighs to our knees, down our shins to our ankles, and across the tops of our feet to our toes, bringing each individual toe into our awareness. And then bringing our entire body into our awareness. honoring it, accepting it for where it is today, knowing that every day will be different, and to just be kind with yourself. Breathing here. And then we'll begin to bring our awareness into the center of our rib cage, the space at the middle of our chest, our heart space. And just begin to notice, like in the physical body, how we're feeling emotionally in this moment. What stories are we telling ourselves? The stories from the day, from the week, from the month, maybe even the year. How is that affecting how we are feeling right now? And taking a moment to honor any of those heavier emotions. And also honoring those lighter, easeful emotions. Holding them with equal weight and equal importance, knowing that they're all there for a reason. And then on your next exhale, can you let go of some of those heavier emotions, like a weight lifting up off your chest? And on your next breath in, can you breathe in a little bit deeper, filling that space with light? And now just bring to mind an intention, something you might like to focus on for the rest of your practice. Something that will help connect you back to your body, back to your breath, if you feel your mind start to wander. Breathing here. And then begin to bring some subtle movement into fingers and toes as you start to deepen through inhales and exhales, bringing awareness back to your physical body. And then bring movement into wrists and ankles. And then pausing here. With as little movement as possible, can you remove the bolster from underneath your spine? And return back to lay flat on your back. Back to your regular Shavasana. Arms drooping out by your sides, fully in stillness. And just noticing here for a moment the difference between being elevated, lifted up off the ground, and now being fully planted and supported by the earth beneath you. Take a few breaths here to acknowledge the difference. And then plant the soles of your feet into the mat, knees point up towards the ceiling, bring them about a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. And slowly start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Moving slowly, really allowing your body to communicate with you through sensation. No need to rush. And then the next time our knees come up to center, we'll pause, send your arms long out from your shoulders, and then drop your knees over to the left side as your gaze meets right fingertips. Inhale, come center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side. And just continue for a few rounds here, moving with your breath. Going as slowly, as quickly as your breath guides you. Trusting that the breath will take you to where you need to go. And we'll do one more per side. And then pause when your knees come up to center. Inhale, pull those knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze here. Exhale to release some tension from the knees. Inhale, bring your forehead up towards your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze. Curl into a small ball. And then exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come down to the mat and let go. Deep breath in, big squeeze. Bring your knees in towards your chest, grabbing onto the soles of your feet. Tuck into a small ball here. Take a few breaths in and out, noticing how your breath feels different with your diaphragm contracted. And then exhale, everything lets go. Lengthen your legs long on the mat and bring your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers and pushing your palms away from you. On a breath in, push those palms away, point the toes and stretch. On the exhale, release and let go. Deep breath in, stretch long. And then exhale to release. Last time, inhale, big stretch long. And then exhale to release and let go. Bring your hands and your feet over to the right side of your mat, crossing left ankle over right. Take some deep breaths into the left side rib cage. And then make your way back through center, all the way over to the left side, crossing right ankle over left. And then take some deep breaths into the right side rib cage, feeling those ribs expand from one another. And then make your way back to center. Plant your feet into the mat about hip-width distance apart. Sweep your arms along the length of the floor and ground them down, palm facing down beside your hips. Ground your low back into the mat. And then exhale to lift your hips up into the air bridge pose. Hold here. Lift those hips up high, lengthening through the front side of the body. And then exhale to release those hips down to the ground and let go. Bring those knees into the chest once again. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then exhale to release your left leg long onto the mat. Flex into both the feet and pull that right knee in towards your chest. Start to roll through that right ankle. Getting out some cracks and pops. And switching directions. And then on your next exhale, guide that knee all the way over to the left side, extending long with your right arm. And bring your gaze either at the ceiling or at right fingertips. Take some deep breaths into your low belly. And then inhale, bring that knee back up to center. Bring both knees into the chest, big squeeze once again. And then exhale, right leg long, left knee in, flex into both the feet. And then start to roll through that left ankle, moving in one direction. And switching directions. And then pause here with that foot flexed. On your next exhale, guide that knee all the way over to the right side, extending long through your left arm and bringing your gaze to match wherever it was on the other side. I encourage you to keep your eyes closed for as much of the practice as is comfortable for you. Just encouraging for a more inward journey. Seeing where your breath will take you. And then bring that knee back up to center, tuck both knees into the chest once again. Give yourself a big squeeze and then roll over onto your favorite side, resting your head onto your upper arm and tucking those knees in towards your chest. Take a moment here to connect back with the body and the breath, to rest in some stillness. And then we'll slowly push ourselves up into a seated position. Keep your eyes closed here. We're going to go into some breathing exercises. So bring your right hand to your face. Bring your index finger and your middle finger, or your pointer finger and your middle finger to your forehead, and your right thumb to your right side of your nose, and your, I don't know the fingers, index finger to the left side of your nose. On a breath in, we'll plug the left side of our nose and breathe in through the right nostril. On the out breath, we'll plug the right nostril and breathe out through the left side of the nose. And then on the next in breath, we'll breathe in through the left side of the nose, and then plug the nose and breathe out on the right side. So I'll guide it here, plugging the left side of your nose, breathe in, switch sides, and breathe out. Breathe in through the left side, plug the left side, and breathe out through the right side. Breathe in through the right side, plug the nose, breathe out through the left side, and then breathe in through the left side, plug the nose, breathe out through the right side, breathe in through the right side, plug the nose, breathe out through the left side, breathe in through the left side, plug the nose, breathe out through the right side. Breathe in through the right side, plug the nose, breathe out from the left side. And then just continue for a few rounds here at your own pace, moving with your breath, playing around with this pattern, and just allowing it to really focus you on the breath, focus on the quality of the breath, noticing difference between breathing in through the right side and then breathing in through the left side. Noticing if one side is more well received than the other. Do a few more breaths here. Connecting deeply with the breath, establishing that mind-body breath connection. And then do one more full round. And then when you're done, bring your hands open on your knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose into the bottom of your belly, filling up your entire rib cage. And then holding at the top. And then exhale for an audible sigh of the mouth and let go. One more deep breath in through your nose into the bottom of your belly, filling up that entire lung capacity. And then holding. And then exhale for an audible sigh out of the mouth and let go. Bring your arms up to rise on the inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center, bowing your chin towards your chest. Taking an extra moment to sit in gratitude, to connect with your intention. And then we'll inhale those arms up into the air, interlace the fingers overhead, press the palms away. On a breath in, stretch long through the spine. And on the exhale, lean over to the right side, keeping equally planted through both sit bones. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the right hand down and reach overhead with the left arm. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop left hand down, reach overhead with the right arm. Inhale, both arms come up to center. Exhale, bring right hand to left knee. Left arm becomes a second spine behind your back. Tap the fingers. Inhale to grow tall. And then exhale, deep twist. Look behind your left shoulder. Drop your shoulders down and away from the ears. On each inhale, grow tall. And on each exhale, twist further. Deep breath in, and then exhale, hands come up to center. Deep breath in at the top, and then exhale, left hand, right knee, left or right arm, second spine, tap those fingers. Inhale to grow tall, and then exhale to twist, looking behind your right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to rotate. Moving with your breath here. Inhale, both arms come up to center. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Plant your palms behind your hips and bring your feet up to a little bit wider than mat width distance apart so your knees are facing the ceiling. And from here, just start to windshield wiper your knees from side to side, seeing if you can get them into 90-degree angles when they reach the floor. So moving slowly and just adjusting as needed. And then the next time they come over to the right side, we'll pause, adjusting as needed. Once again, making sure that there's 90 degrees between our foot and our calf and our lower leg and our thigh. And same with the other leg. Adjusting. And then we'll turn to face the right knee. And then slowly lower down, walking forward with our palms, and then bowing our forehead towards the mat here. Feeling that stretch on the left side of the body. Reaching further with those palms. Inhale to slowly walk back up to center. Plant your palms behind your hips here. And then slowly with little movements, sit back onto that right or that left glute. So try to plant that left sit bone into the mat. And it should take very little movement to feel some sensation on your inner thigh here. So just be gentle with yourself. No need to push. This pose doesn't have to look like anything. You just want to aim for that sensation. Sinking deeper with each exhale. And then bringing those knees back up to center and send them all the way over to the left side, readjusting for 90-degree angles. Rotate your torso to face your left knee. Plant your palms in front of that knee. And then walk your torso down slowly. Finding that stretch on the right side of the body. And then slowly walk those hands back up to neutral as you sweep your arms behind your hips. And then with this little movement, as you need to, slowly start to sit back onto that right hip, trying to plant that right sit bone into the mat. Feeling the sensation on your inner right leg. And breathe. Again, closing your eyes for a majority of the practice, just tuning into your body. Every movement intentionally done. Exhale and release some of that tension. And then inhale to bring your legs back up to center. Bring them close together. And then wrap your arms around your shins and pull your forehead towards your knees, giving yourself a big squeeze and some self-love. Knowing that you are worthy of holding yourself, of giving yourself that care that you give to others. And then start to widen your legs here as we prepare for a wide-legged forward fold. So sending them out to the sides, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, knees pointing up. Inhale to bring the arms above the head here. And then exhale to find the floor in front of you with your palms. And slowly start to walk your torso down towards your mat. Keeping a straight spine at first, and then when you can't go any further, round into your back and tuck your forehead towards the ground. Breathing deeply. Pulling yourself forward a little bit more, seeing if you've created any extra space through the holding. And then we'll slowly start to pick ourselves up, coming back up to center. Tuck your right leg in, placing the right sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Plant your right palm behind your right hip. And then on the inhale, sweep your left arm in front of your body and all the way overhead, coming into a back bend here, reaching behind you with that left arm. Opening up through the front side body. Pressing strong through that right palm. And then exhale to sweep all the way down and rotate your torso towards your left leg. Inhale, halfway lift, frame that leg. And then exhale to fold down, bowing your forehead towards your left knee. Reaching for your left foot with your palms, if that's for you. Inhale to slowly walk back up to center. Switch with the legs, bringing the left sole of the foot into the right thigh. Plant your left palm behind your left hip. And then on the inhale, sweep your left arm or your right arm in front of your body and overhead. Opening up through the front side, reaching behind you with that right arm. Opening up, feeling that long line of energy from right toes to right fingertips. Open and willing to receive whatever is to come. And then exhale to slowly sit your glutes back down. Sweep those arms over to frame your right leg, planting the palms on either side. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, melt your chest towards your leg, melting your forehead towards that knee, and then reaching towards your right foot. Deep breath in, and then slowly start to lift yourself back up to neutral. Cross your ankles in front of you and roll over onto hands and knees, landing into a tabletop position. Slowly acquaint yourself with your tabletop here, maybe waving your hips from side to side. Maybe rotating your core, rotating your torso. And then we'll pause at center and move through some rounds of cat and cow. So inhaling to drop the belly and lift the chest. Make every movement intentional. Push through the palms, tuck the chin, round the spine. Feel each vertebrae. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to round. Just really enjoying slowness, the intention of each movement. And then next time we come to center, we'll pause. Send both feet over to the right side of your mat, and then take a look over your right shoulder, leaning into your left hip. Inhale, come center, and then exhale, send those feet over to the left side, taking a look over your left shoulder and leaning into your right hip. And then bring your gaze and your legs back to center. Bring your big toes to touch, knees come wide, and send your hips down towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. Keep your arms out in front of you and rest your chest in between your biceps. Taking a few cleansing breaths here. And then grasp the ground with your fingertips. Pull yourself up into a tabletop. Tuck your toes under and send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press back with those palms, straightening into your spine. And then play around with your legs here. Maybe playing around with bending one knee and straightening the other. Just becoming acquainted with your downward facing dog, how it's feeling in this moment. And then look forward between your hands, bend your knees, and take at least 10 little steps up towards the top of your mat. Feeling the connection between your toes and the mat on every step. And then when we make it to the top, we'll inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way up to stand. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Bring your feet out a little bit wider than hip width distance apart here. So we're going to do some energy release breathing here, I guess you could call it. It's called lion's breath. So on the out breath, so on the inhale, we'll inhale normally, and on the out breath, you'll stick your tongue out and make an audible exhale out of your mouth. So it'll sound something like, and then on the out breath, we're going to sweep our arms back and breathe out. On the in breath, we'll bring our arms up, breathe in all that fresh air, and then exhaling out of the mouth. Inhaling up, exhale, let go. Inhaling up, exhale, let go. Inhaling up, exhale, let go. Last time, inhaling up, exhale, let go. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back into your plank. Ground your knees, send your toes long behind you. And exhale your chest to the ground, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, hips back towards your heels, coming into a child's pose once again. Finding your breath here. We'll pull ourselves up into a tabletop once again. Tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg up into the air. And then exhale to drop right knee behind right wrist, coming into a half pigeon here. Take a look behind your left shoulder, making sure your left leg is coming directly out from your hip. Sit up tall. And then when you found your foundation, you can slowly start to melt over that right leg, bowing your chest towards the ground. And then holding here, finding that edge of discomfort. And then if it's for you and you want a little bit more, you can tense right fingertips and sweep your left arm underneath the right, landing onto your left temple. You can always bring your right arm to your low back, getting a little bit deeper into that hip. Embrace the discomfort, embrace the tingling. And then unravel that arm if it was wrapped underneath the right. And then slowly start to push yourself back up into a seated position, holding here for a moment. Finding that center, and then planting through the palms, tucking your back toes under. Pop the right knee up into your chest and send it all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Straightening that leg, give it a little shake, and then opening it up to the right side, bending into that knee. And then drop it down beside the left. Pedal out your legs. And then plant into your right foot as you inhale your left leg up. And then exhale that left knee behind, left wrist, left ankle behind right. Sit up tall. Finding your center here. Take a look over your left or your right shoulder, making sure your right leg is coming from your right hip. And then when you found that foundation, slowly start to melt over that left leg, bowing your forehead towards the mat here. You can thread the needle with your right arm under your left if it's for you. Or maybe this side's a little bit tighter. So just adjust as needed. Getting deep into those layers of fascia, releasing tension and emotions. Notice what thoughts may come up for you. And then bring your arms back to neutral if they were threaded under. And then slowly start to push yourself up onto your palms as you walk back up to sit tall, pausing at the top for a moment. Just acknowledging your hips, how they're feeling. And then planting into your palms, tucking your back toes under, popping that left knee up into your chest and all the way back. Three-legged dog. Give that leg a little shake. And then bend the knee, opening the hip up to the left side. Breathing here. And then recenter the hips. Ground your left foot down beside the right. Look forward between your hands. Bring your knees down towards the mat. Swing them around so you're sitting onto your bum. And then grab behind your thighs as you roll all the way down to your spine. Landing fully on your spine with your knees tucked into your chest at the bottom. Take a deep breath in and exhale out of the mouth. Deep breath in and exhale. Plant your feet into the mat, grab onto your strap if you have one near you, extend right leg up into the air, flex that foot, and then place the strap on the ball or the heel of that right foot. On the inhale, pull those toes towards your face. And on the exhale, release some tension on the strap and let go. Just a subtle movement here. With each inhale, trying to bring those toes a little bit closer. Moving with your breath. Always moving with your breath. And then bringing both sides of the strap into your right hand. And then slowly opening that right leg out to the right side. Maybe grounding your left hand on your left hip, reminding it to stay planted. Keep that right leg as straight as possible, maybe just a slight micro bend in the knee. And then inhale to bring it back up to center. Release the strap, bring the leg down beside the left, and then extend left leg up into the air, placing the strap on the ball or the heel of the left foot. Flex into those toes. And on the inhale, pull those toes towards your face. On the exhale, release some tension. And repeat just like on the other side, moving through with your own breath. And then we'll transfer both ends of the strap into the left palm and slowly open that left leg up to the side. Grounding right palm on right hip and keeping that left leg as straight as possible, maybe just a slight micro bend in the knee, lengthening the strap as needed. And then bring that leg back up to center, release the strap, bring your big toes to touch on the mat. And then exhale to let your knees fall open to the side, like opening up a book, opening into your reclined butterfly here. You can bring your knee, or not your knees, your hands to your low belly and close your eyes. As you start to drop into a natural breathing pattern here. I'm going to take you through a meditation, and through that meditation, we will end out in Shavasana. So if there is anything else you'd like to do, I would suggest doing it now. Otherwise, just follow the cues of my voice as I guide you into your final relaxation. So here we're going to allow the body to become still and calm, focusing the mind on the breath, letting the air flow all the way down without any strain or pull, then flow gently out again. Let your breath lead you into a place of inner awareness. As you breathe in, smile. As you breathe out, experience peace. As you breathe in, smile. As you breathe out, experience peace. Find a place that lets you experience a sense of total awareness of yourself that includes all the parts of who you are, your physical body, your thoughts, your emotions, your wise or spiritual self, your judgments, your fears, maybe your cravings, have a relaxed awareness of the things you don't like as well as the things you love. Letting this awareness expand and move deeper, finding the place of self that is there beneath the surface concerns, worries, experiences. Now allow your legs to go long on your mat as you prepare for your final Shavasana. Staying in that space of gentle awareness. Let yourself trust being in that place. Let yourself trust that of all of what you are, have been, have ever experienced, have learned from, have been blessed by, is accessible in some way to that awareness. Resting in that space. Being open to insights that may arise. To new ways of being in your life that only you can create. Now, let that sense of inner wisdom begin to expand, to spread out from the center, to connect with the space of the room, to include the others in the room, to expand outward from here infinitely. Touching, opening up to the wisdom that is in the world and in the space around the world and in the space that is the universe. As you breathe, say to yourself, breathing in, I know that I am alive. Breathing out, I feel the joy of being connected. Now you are learning a new way to comfort yourself, to become calm, to feel grounded, nourished, and solid. You are learning to pay attention to the thoughts, the feelings, the happy, the sad, all without judgment or attachment, simply watching mindfully and gently, and then letting go. You are connecting with the deeper wisdom that lies within yourself and the higher wisdom. You have made an act of commitment to yourself, of kindness to yourself, of courage. You are learning a different way to ease the pain, sadness, and frustration. Finding greater peace, balance, and control. Now focus your attention back onto your breath. Breathing in, feel a sense of calm and awareness. Breathing out, smile to yourself. Breathing in, feeling a sense of calm and awareness. Breathing out and smiling. Slowly start to bring movement into fingers and toes. Deepening through inhales and exhales. As you start to bring your awareness back to your physical body. Bring movement into wrists and ankles. And when you're ready, plant the soles of your feet onto the mat. And gently sway your knees from side to side. When you're ready, make your way onto your favorite side, resting your head onto your upper arm and tucking your knees in towards your chest. Taking a moment here to rest in stillness, to reflect on stillness. Just allowing yourself to be here fully. And then when you're ready and with eyes closed, make your way up into a seated position. Hands can be up or down on the knees at the top. Rolling your shoulders up by your ears and all the way down your spine, opening up through that heart space. We'll take our 2 cleansing breaths together here. Deep breath in through the nose into the bottom of the belly, filling up the entire rib cage. And then holding. And then exhale for an audible sigh out of the mouth and let go. Deep breath in through the nose into the bottom of the belly, filling up the entire lung capacity and holding. And then exhale, audible sigh and release. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Connecting to that space within you that is connected to everything around you. That is filled with gratitude, joy, and peace. Then having gratitude for yourself for practicing today, for giving yourself some self-care. Knowing that if we want to care for others, if we want to see change in the world, that it begins from within. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Namaste. Thanks, Lori. I'll see you soon.
You too. That was great. Thank you.
Awesome. Good. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.